Hey guys, I am in between workouts for today. I did my 30 minutes of cardio, which if you have not seen my update video for my first 2 weeks of my New Year's challenge that I'm doing, you can see it here. And you can laugh at my serious white girl moves because yeah, we'll just leave it at that. If you want to see that, you can go right ahead. But anyway, I did that for 30 minutes earlier today, and then I'm going to do some strength training exercises in a little while. But I thought, so that's why this. But I thought, you know what? I've been wanting to try and figure out a look that I can do real quick that doesn't require me to take a ton of stuff with me. I'm going on a youth leaders retreat. I'm a youth group leader at my church, and every year we go away for this retreat. And there are 6 women that will be staying in our room, like myself included, so 5 other than me. Well, thankfully, the vanity part is outside of like the bathroom shower part, and there are 2 sinks. It's kind of long, so that's nice. But still, 6 women getting ready in one bathroom like area is a lot. So even though I typically like to do like full makeup for stuff, I don't want to be that person who's like way extra taking all this time in the mirror. Like, I just don't want to do that. So I thought I would try to come up with a look that I could use some smaller items to be able to take with me and not have to take full size things, and also just less, like make it a little more simple. And so that is what I'm going to do. So I've grabbed a bunch of little things together and I will show you, and we're just going to try to speed through it and see, so I can kind of time myself and see how long it takes me to actually do this look, because that will be helpful for me to know if there's something else I want to eliminate or whatever. So first of all, I'm just going to use this First Aid Beauty Coconut Water Cream Moisturizer. This is nice and small, not like my full-size moisturizer, so I already took my nose ring out because I always take it out before I do my base makeup, so but I figured, yeah, this would be much better to take for my moisturizer. That way I don't have this big giant, you know, thing with me. And then I have my professional, which I have this giant one, but I hate to open up another one, like a smaller one. I'm excited to go. It's at a beautiful place. It's on the lake. Of course, it's cold because we live in Michigan, but sometimes it's really cool because there'll be like ice chunks all out on the lake and stuff. But it's just a very beautiful, very quiet place, and so it's just a really good place to go and retreat. And we have like this chapel place there that has like 2 bathrooms and an area where we can have food and drinks, you know, and make coffee and all that. And then like in the chapel part, we have tables set up and we sit in there and do all of our stuff. And I'm talking while I'm doing this. I'm going to use my Wet n Wild eyeshadow primer. So we can we do like different like lesson things, you know, it's like a training a little bit too. And then also just, you know, praying for our students, and we write letters to each of our students. You know, in our own groups, it would be impossible to write to all of the kids in youth group, but like in our own small groups. And, you know, it's just a time for us to get together and as leaders, you know, grow closer together too. I'm going to use my L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte. And we have on Saturday morning, because we get there Friday evening, on Saturday morning we have a really awesome time of worship. Like, it's, you know, someone plays the guitar and sing, like we all sing, and it's a very like emotional time a lot of times for me. I've had some just really incredible experiences there. I absolutely love it. I've gotten to know, you know, some of the other leaders very well and created good relationships with them, and it's just an amazing time. It's something I never want to have to miss because it's just awesome for so many reasons. And the chapel has like windows that look out to the lake, and there's, you know, a Bible sitting up there and cross and stuff, and it's just like the most beautiful. I've taken pictures of it every year. And it's just a really cool time, and I really enjoy it. And on Saturday morning also, we go over to like their main building where they have usually a fire in the fireplace, and they do breakfast, and they have like an omelet bar, so you go and pick what you want and they make your omelet for you. Plus they have like hash browns and fruit and, you know, bacon and I don't know, a bunch of different stuff, like every kind of juice you can think of. I love cranberry juice, so I'm always excited about that. Stuff like that. So it's pretty cool. But I just realized that I'm going to be on my challenge still, so that's going to be tricky for me for eating. I'm going to have to really think about that. Take stuff with me. But yeah, it's a good time. I don't know what that is. Okay, now I don't want to have to take I usually do my concealer with a sponge, but I don't want to have to take it because I don't have like a case for it, and so I just don't really want to have to deal with that. So I'm gonna see what I can do either with a brush or my hand or whatever, fingers, to do my concealer because I don't want to have to take that. So I think it's gonna have to be a brush. Also, we do like, besides like the serious stuff at this retreat, we do really fun things too. Like the one night, or yeah, Friday night, we play this game called Screamo. Oh my gosh, it's so fun. It's like with dice, and like you take, there's poker chips with the numbers 2 through 12 written on them, and you put them out in front of you, and there's 2 teams, so like 4 people at a table, and the person across from you is your team member. So you have like blue or red chips, whichever team you're in. And then what you do is when they say go, you start rolling the dice, and you're trying to flip your chips, so you're trying to get the numbers, you know, so obviously if you roll 2 ones, you get to flip your 2, that kind of thing. And so you keep going, and the one person keeps going until they hit a number that they already have, and then they pass the dice to the person next to them, and then they get to do it until, and so the main goal is to get rid of all your chips, and then but the first person out of, because there's, I think we usually have like maybe 8 or 9 tables of people. The first person, like the first team to say Screamo wins, and you get like extra, not points, because you want less points. So you're trying to get the least points, but there's something that happens if you get a Screamo, I can't remember. But anyway, and then you move, like the winning teams move, I think, and the losing teams stay, or the losing teams move and the winning teams stay. I can't remember right now, but anyway. And so it like, you have different opponents every time. And so it's just really fun. And also with that, they have like this sheet of paper that has questions, and you write down the name of the person across from you, because you'll get like a new partner. Like people switch seats too. Like you can't have the same partner each time. And so then you take the, I'm actually really impressed with this, so that's good. You take on the paper, you write the person's name across from you, and then there'll be some question, like their favorite food, or I don't know, something, you know, and then you write that down. So it's kind of, you get to know the different people, like different things about them. So that's a fun element of it too. I am going to take, instead of my Coty Airspun having that big container that I have to put inside a plastic bag, the powder made me cough, and worry about dumping everywhere. Okay. I decided I would bring this Wet n Wild mattifying powder. I had hit pan on this a long time ago, but I have not used it in a very long time. So I thought, you know what, I'll take that and see about using that to set my makeup instead of my Coty Airspun, because I don't want to deal with that container and just everything with it. Okay, now I wasn't going to do a bronzer, but I'll explain to you why I am in a minute. But so I'm just going to bring this little Take Home the Bronze from the Balm. It's in Thomas is the shade. And I will just use that. Very light bronzing. Like I said, I don't want to be all extra. I mean, there's nothing wrong with being extra. I like it. But I don't want it to be like people are waiting to get in the mirror space and like, seriously, Danielle, like, come on. So, just being courteous, you know? I love, and it kind of changes each year what girls or women, because sometimes it is girls, a lot of them are younger than me. Actually, most. Huh. Because some of the girls who were in high school and youth group end up being youth group leaders the next year, you know? And so there'll be like some young girls in there. There's always the female youth pastor is always in there with me, like I'm in there with her, I guess. And so it's really fun. So sometimes it's different people, and then there's some of the same people every year. So that's really fun. And we just, it's like total like slumber party when we get back, because after we play Screamo and do all that stuff, then we just play board games and do stuff until late. So I don't think we even get back in our room until after midnight. And then we lay in there and talk and giggle about things and, you know, be girly like that. And so that's really fun. Okay, so instead of taking like blush, highlighter, eyeshadow palette, all this stuff, my friend Wendy sent me, and I will link her channel up here and in the description box, but she had sent me this little Stila Glitz and Glam set that is so super cute, and I'll show it to you. It's got some lip stuff here, which I don't think I'm going to use the lip stuff for this particular event, but this is the little palette, and it does have a little tiny mirror in it, and then it's got these eyeshadows, a blush, and a highlighter. Well, if you'll notice, the eyeshadows all have a little bit of shimmer to them, and so there's not like a good transition. So the reason I decided to even bring a bronzer at all is because I thought I could use it as my transition shade. So that is why I'm using or bringing a little bronzer. So I'm going to go ahead and put that down as my transition. And the name of the game for this is Quick and Easy. Oh, you know what I just realized? I didn't do my eyebrows yet. What a doof. My eyebrows are fairly quick. I don't do anything real fancy with my eyebrows. Let me just go ahead and get this down, and then I'll go back and do my brows. But yeah, this makes a good transition shade, so it's like a dual purpose bronzer and transition. I feel so smart right now. And you may have seen too, I'm starting a new job, but thankfully I was able to tell them I already had this, because they already, of course, had this paid for us and everything. Like, I don't pay to go on this trip. And so I certainly was not going to miss going on it when they've paid for it. So I'm going to use my Wet n Wild brow pencil. So I went ahead and did that transition, just simple. And then I'm just going to go ahead and take, I don't know. I'm not really sure how I want to do this. I think I'll take this purple and kind of just run it at the edge and maybe into the crease a little bit. Maybe kind of this champagne-y color. Right there. I think I'm going to take that bronzer back up over the top up here. Now what I didn't think about was underneath. Now I do have eyeliner, black eyeliner, but Let me see, maybe I just want to put a tiny little bit of eyeliner. That bronzer again, and I'm going to run that under the lower lash line. I'm just like underwhelmed with the color on my eyes, you know what I'm saying? Alright. It's not bad. My hair is killing me, but that's okay. Alright, and then I'm going to use the blush and the highlighter and see how those work. Of course, I'm digging into that blush because nothing else has had a ton of pigmentation. No, that doesn't either. But then I'm like, then I'll end up with like a streak on my cheek. It's very light. I feel like the color in the pan looks like it would be darker, but it's more of like a light pinkish color. Okay. And then the highlighter. See what this does. See some powder flying. To me, highlighter is a little bit extra, but I really like it, so I want to use it. This is very subtle, which is not surprising with the way the rest of the palette is. I just really like to have that like glow down the center of my face. Seems very powdery. Oh, it's like breaking up weird on my makeup on my nose. I'm not sure what the deal is with that. I don't know if you can see it, but it's like very patchy almost or something, and then like makes all the little hairs show on my nose. That ain't cute. Alright, and I'm just going to go ahead and then do the black eyeliner in my waterline. Sorry, this looks terrible. And I always have to curl my lashes. That like is a must. So I thought about not including the eyelash curler, but then I'm like, yeah, right. Like, I need to be able to curl my lashes. It just adds so much. But then I usually use 2 different mascaras, and I'm like, okay, that would be way extra, so I will just bring one. I'm just gonna bring this Essence, because a lot of times I have a lot of non-waterproof mascaras that have been like given to me, and I have to be really careful with them because they usually end up all over my face. So I bought this waterproof one that once I do the other one, I then use this one over top of it, and it seems to keep it from getting on my face like it normally would otherwise. And so I'll just take this one this time, even though it doesn't do the job that. So as far as brushes and tool type things that I used that I would need to take, I've got these. So there's a fair amount there, but I can put them in a bag, not a huge deal. And then, of course, your eyelash curler is a tool. And then there's 2 eyeliner type things, my brow pencil, my moisturizer, foundation, eyeshadow primer, concealer, and my powder, which that might be what's making my face look weird, not so much the highlighter. This bronzer, and then I had this little palette, and like I said, the mascara, which I always do a second. I let that first coat dry, and I go back in and curl my lashes again. Now, if you do this, like, make sure you keep your eyelash curler clean, like wipe it off after you're done each time. That way it doesn't get like a buildup that your eyelashes stick to, because that's when I think you could end up losing a few lashes. But, so then I go in with a second coat of mascara. For lips, I think I'm just going to keep it simple. Use my Fenty Lip Balm and Fenty Gloss Balm in Fenty Glow. Because it's just simple and easy. Don't have to worry about lip liner and all that. Which I'm going to be really honest, I don't do very often anyway. But it just adds like a nice glow to the lips. So, I don't know, you guys, you tell me. Like, the eyes are fine. They're just very simple, whatever. I don't love that because that's just not me, typically. I feel like my face looks very... Oh, I could spray it. I could take this little tiny Ulta Beauty one. Might help melt that powder a little bit. And then, of course, put my nose ring back in. I don't know how people with like super long nails do it, because I have a hard time sometimes getting and my nails are short right now, but okay. So that is the finished look. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think of this look. Is this like, are you like, oh, that's just not you? Like, it's not. I actually don't mind the eyes. The more that I'm looking at them, they're just like a little bit smoky and not bad. There's something that's throwing me off about the look though, and I'm trying to figure out what it is. I actually think it might be the highlighter, because I'm so used to having like that, like just a little bit more, you know? So maybe let's try. Wouldn't be the end of the world if I brought my highlighter with me. I feel like I just need something. Like, it's just not... There's like a little hair stuck to my face. Like my little nose glow. I need my nose glow. And my lip. Cupid's bow glow. Cupid's bow glow, that's fun. Yeah. That helps me a ton. I feel like I just needed that little bit of something, like illumination to my face. Like, I felt like it was just very dull or something. Obviously I'll have earrings on and stuff and not be wearing a hoodie, because I typically don't wear hoodies and stuff. It's not really my style. But at home and when I'm working out, yeah. But yeah, so that is the finished look. You guys let me know. I still have quite the pile of things in front of me that will need to go, even just to achieve this simple of a look. But it's definitely not what my normal grouping of things is. So, and I wouldn't even need to bring like my color switch if I do this and stuff. So yeah, I think I'm doing pretty good with whittling down my amount of things I would bring. So you guys let me know what you think. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, you can give it a thumbs down. And I just thank you guys so much for watching again and listening to me just chitty chat, because that's what I do. I thank you guys so much. I will see you very soon. Bye.